Hey everyone, welcome back to the Pretty Spectacular Football Show. As you know, I'm Pretty Girl Daz. And I have to welcome you to tonight's show. We're going to get into a lot of different topics. As you know, last time I had the categories. This time I got words for y'all. Because I had words and I didn't have words. So we're going to have words for y'all tonight. I am also going to go through my topics tonight. It is going to be a very, I'm not going to say it's going to be a long show. But it's going to be a show. And it's always a good time when you come with me anyway. So, that's just, that's how we do it over here. I do obviously want to start off by shouting out and saying what's good to my MCMV family. Obviously, we have the Full 94 podcast, Sports Talks with C, the Throne Room. We have the main card. They do the Bible studies. We got Not the Same podcast by my two favorite bros in media. Bam! We also got the Red and Bold. So there's like a plethora, plus the Pretty Spectacular, obviously. Let me go ahead and move my camera a little bit so y'all can see me better. Okay? So either way, we got a lot of different things going on. And we're going to work it out, y'all. We're going to work it out. But for today, I do want to talk about what's to come. What's to come? What we doing? Where we going? So it's always my favorite things. As I said last show, I do have now categories that will be coming into every show. And sometimes the categories are going to change. So don't get locked in on just like one specific category. The only thing that's always going to stay the same is the audible alerts. Okay? So with audible alerts, we got some really thick topics in there talking about college football. I got to sprinkle a little bit of that in there. Then we got flag on the play. That's one of my favorite subjects. Y'all didn't hear that last time, or categories. You didn't see that last time, but y'all gonna see it this time. Then we got end zone eats. Yeah, I'm not talking about food. I'm talking about the best end zone plays, or my favorite end zone plays from Sunday. Then I got the Gridiron Glam, because I got to do a little something. Obviously, if it's supposed to be pretty, and I'm pretty the girl that is, I have to do something that goes with fashion. Fashion and sports goes hand in hand, as you know. So I'm going to give y'all my top 5 from there. And then I'm adding something new this season. It's going to be the Pretty Spectacular Game of the Week. I got one for college, one for NFL. So we're going to get right up into it. Yeah, but before I do all of that, though, I do want to also give a shout out to our sponsors over at MTNB Sports. So I am going to play that right now. We're going to thank our sponsors, and when I come right back, we're going to dive on right in. Okay?
It's not just about the love of the game. It's about dedication and commitment through the process and the patience to endure. There's joy in reaching your goals and peace in knowing you've done all you're supposed to do. Ozell brand. It's not just a brand, it's a lifestyle.
So as y'all know, it's the Ozell brand. Like I said, it's not a brand, it is a lifestyle. I don't like how I'm looking on this camera right now, so I'm going to have to adjust. And because it's recording, so guess what? Y'all gonna have to bear with me. But like I said, it's not just a brand, it's a lifestyle. The Ozell brand is one of the best. Make sure you're checking it out. They have some amazing things. They got some amazing. What am I trying to say, y'all? There we go. Homegirls in the screen now. They have amazing products, and you should just check it out. So OzellBrand.com, as you saw. Now we're just going to jump right on into our topics. As I said, we're going to jump into our audible alerts. And with the audible alerts, it's really just football updates and news, things that I find that I want to talk about with you guys, and things I think that are irrelevant and important. If they're not relevant and they're not important, please understand I'm not going to talk about it. Okay? Yeah, thank you. So we're going to start off talking about our top 25 for college football. Now, as you don't see the bottom half of this, but Clemson did move up in the numbers as they did beat App State. Notre Dame is still holding strong in that top 25. There's a new number one. A new number one. Texas has gotten themselves a number one ranking them, led by Arch Manning. And, you know, they say that boy's athletic. Both Peyton and Eli said, that athleticism must have missed us and went right to him because he is dipping and doing it and holding that team down the way that he needs to do it. And I just want to say this is the first time that they've been number one since 2008. So this is a very long time coming. They've been working really hard, rebuilding that program. I do want to say Texas do have some of the best fan bases that I've seen. And I don't know if it's just like a Texas thing or what, but you know, like them Cowboy fans. Yeah. But these ones aren't delusional. These ones are not delusional. So giving it up for the new number one for this week. It very much could change going into next week, but you know, that's just how it is and how it's going. Oh, my little logo here is not showing, but anyway, like I said, Notre Dame is holding strong, and they definitely took their anger out and they took it personal on Purdue. And I just thought that was a thing. Like, y'all did not have to beat them up that bad. Y'all could have spurred them a little bit. But they said no. They're not doing that. I personally love the next one that I'm going to talk about is Mizzou. Mizzou has put themselves in a top, you know, I'm going to go back here because I didn't like the way I was looking. Mizzou has become a top 10 program, not just like figuratively, literally, as you can see there. They're sitting at number 7, 2, 4, 5. Yeah, number 7. So they've definitely become a top 10 program, and this has been the works over the years, over time. So it's just something that's been really forthcoming, and I'm pretty sure those people that are in Missouri are really super excited about it. They're like, yeah, this team is finally dipping and doing what they need to be doing, what needs to be done. And I personally like it too, because last season they came out and it was like, you know, we're just playing football. We're going to play the best football that we can play. We know that we are contenders, and now we just have to show you that we are the contenders that we're telling you that we are. And I definitely think that so far they're definitely putting their money where their mouth is, and they're definitely showing us why they are top contenders. As I said, Georgia did struggle. They struggled against University of Kentucky, and that's why they are now number 2. But there is no question on my mind that Georgia is still one of the top teams. Like I said in my previous video, they're always top 2 and normally never 2. So just because they're 2 right now, doesn't mean they're going to stay 2. So y'all know that. I don't know them Dogs fans coming at me saying, you know, whatever y'all want to say, because I don't know what y'all want to say. Okay? Yeah. But guess what? The NFL fines are back. Y'all know the NFL loves their money. Okay? They love their money, and they're going to get it by any means necessary. I have to read it because there's a list of players that got fined through. This is from through week 1. They have not fully posted the week 2, obviously, because the Falcons and Eagles played last night. So the new sets of fines will be rolling on out. But from week 1, there has been a plethora of fines. The Las Vegas Raiders had a fight against the Chargers, and it was like, yeah, y'all want to fight? Y'all going to have to pay. You got to pay to fight. Okay? So you have Marcus Epps. He got fined $11,817. Max Crosby, $11,255. Same thing with Christian Wilkes. Jack Jones, $5,472. Josh Palmer was also ejected and still had to pay 11 bands. Okay, so they said if you're going to fight and you're going to do it good and take it too far, we're kicking you out and you're going to pay the fine. So there's that. Then you have Dalvin Tomlinson. He got fined $22,511 for the hit that he had on Dak Prescott. He plays for the Browns. Y'all can't hit these quarterbacks. You can't hit the quarterbacks, especially not Dak Prescott. Darius, I don't know how to say that. I don't know how to say his name, but he is on the Giants, and he got fined $4,696 for the hip dip that he did. Yeah, you can't do that either. So know your rule book. Okay. And then the Chiefs collectively had over $100,000 in fines. Okay? The NFL said they wanted money. And they want it on time. They want their money and they want it on time. So they better get on to it. And moving on, we're going to be talking about the NFL Guardian Caps. Now, one of my favorite boys, JJ Watt, was watching. He's seen that there, some of the players are wearing, Guardian caps. And if you don't know what these are, the Guardian caps are essentially, as you can see on this player here in the picture, and there has been a plethora of them wearing these Guardian caps. They're just like extra padding, and it looks nice and smooth, and it goes over the helmet. Lord, I couldn't say that. It goes over the helmet, and it is basically, let me not just say, it is engineered. Read it from the words that I've seen, and I did some research. It's engineered to reduce impact to the head, helping prevent concussions and other head injuries. So I know some people are like, well, it ain't gonna do nothing. I mean, it's protecting your brain at least a little bit. I do not think that it has the long term maybe, but if you can take some type of preventative measures, was talking too fast. But if you could take some type of preventative measure to avoid concussion, to avoid some type of head injury of any kind, why would you not take it? And right now they're optional. And there's been, like I said, plenty of players who's worn the Guardian caps. And really, you can't really tell, in my opinion, watching the regular game, I couldn't tell that he had a Guardian cap on until I got closer, or until the camera got in closer, until they pinpointed that this person was wearing a Guardian cap. So it's not like a thing that's distracting. It's not like the big egg crate ones they wear in practice. At least it's not looking like that. But, they're starting to implement these things for various reasons. And I think that we need to, I feel like, how can you shame somebody for wearing a cap that protects their brain? How are you upset about that? How are you mad about that? People are like, oh, they're soft. They're soft because they want to protect their head. They're trying to lower the risk of CTE. Y'all know how I feel about CTE. Y'all know how to feel about protecting your head. I feel about concussions and all of that. So the fact that this is even a part of the conversation as like it being a negative thing. And like I said, JJ Watt, Solomon was like, they can do what they want. I wouldn't wear it. And I think that it's just kind of, I just feel like that was probably unnecessary. And I feel like had Mr. Tua had a Guardian cap on, maybe some of this concussion will be prevented. Okay? So Tua is concussed again. Everybody's asking, do you retire? Do you give it up? All last season, I did talk about Tua and the concussions. I kept tabs on it. I kept, just saying and voicing how I just thought it was very, very concerning. What is the resolution here? What are we going to do? What is the solution? Because him continuously getting concussions is dangerous. And it's scary. It's scary to me. And maybe I shouldn't be scared because it ain't me and I'm not playing. But it's scary, though. That's really scary. And, there was breaking news coming out that he, as of today, he will be placed on IR and he'll be out for, 4 to 6 weeks. But really 4 to 6 weeks, like over time. At this point, I'm so interested and I'm so into this. I'm into it. That I want to see his cat. I need to see his CAT scan. I need to make sure he's okay. And like I said, it's just so much that we do and so much that we see going on with these players that they are getting head injuries, and CTE is a real thing. And I made a video about it before. CTE is a real thing. And I just think that I hope that they can get this figured out. I hope that will he ever be able to fully recover? Not really sure about that. At least recover from this concussion. And I hope that he makes a good decision, and some type, like his doctors and the organization and him and his family really come to a conclusion as to what is going to be best for him moving forward for his career, because this is something that's very, very serious. It's not something that's for play. It's not something that's funny. It's not something that's a game. I said that he should retire. I said in my last year's videos, all of them. So I said, I've been standing on business, standing 10 toes down on everything that I said. I said that if he was to get another concussion coming into this year, that he should think about retiring early. And some people was like, you're crazy, but it's like, yeah, I understand it's not me, but it's his health. And I just feel like that's what it should be. But it's not it ain't my decision, obviously. But you know what? I did say last episode that this person was cooked. I said it. I said that he was cooked. I said that he was not playing like he was a second year. I said he wasn't playing like he was a confident quarterback, like he was the leader of the team. I said all these things. And the comments that I had, people coming into, and the thing is, they don't even be giving me comments like under my post. They give me comments in my DM because they're not bold enough to put it out there and to talk about it. But I said that Bryce Young was cooked. I said that he was inaccurate. I said that coming into this year, I expected him to look a little more. I didn't say completely, but I said a little more polished, a little more confident, a little bit more accurate for him to be the leader on that team. I needed his confidence. And I didn't get that. And neither did the Panthers. And I say, you know what? Bye. You're done. Sit on the bench. Bust of a number 1 overall pick for the NFL draft. We believe in Andy Dalton. Of all the players, Andy Dalton, and he's going to be starting. So I said it here first, and I just want to make sure that y'all know that I said it, and that I'm not crazy about when I say things. Y'all be trying to discredit me because I'm a girl sometimes. Some of y'all do, not a lot of y'all, but some of y'all do, and I'm calling y'all out on that because I be knowing what I be talking about. And if I don't know, I'll course correct or I'll research and I'll find out. But I knew that I was right when it came to this. I knew what I was saying was correct, and that's what, I'm gonna just let it be that. I'm going to just let it be that, because y'all was wrong. Everybody was in my DMs talking about, oh, just give them more time, give them more time. But the Panthers said your time is up, buddy. So I was right. Moving on. We're going to get into some key NFL injuries. Now, Debo Samuels, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Cooper Kupp. I don't know why I got stuck for a second because I was thinking about everybody else that was on this list. Cooper Kupp, those are the biggest key injuries right now. And Tua. Those are the biggest injuries that are going to affect your fantasy football. And I wish I had a fantasy football ad so I can be able to talk to you and say it's right here. But no. Okay. Obviously, Jamar Chase is trying to get back. Same thing for they all trying to get back. I'm gonna put them on a watch list because the only one that came out that's going to be on IR so far is definitely Debo. He's going to be out a few weeks. Is definitely Tua, and I got some more right here. And Dallas Turner, also with the Vikings, is on the watch list. Another big one for the Chiefs. Isaiah. Did I write that right? Y'all, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, Isaiah Pacheco is injured and he's out. So guess who's in? Kareem Hunt. Oh, Kareem came back home. I'm excited about that. I'm excited. Because you want to know why? He leaves the Browns. I'm excited. And Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill is another one that's on this key injuries watch list. So get your, the injuries are there. They're happening. I'm going to keep a tab on them. So we're going to see what happens coming in. But these are the key injuries for this week. Your fantasy football. If you have any of these key players on your fantasy football, you need to quickly adjust and figure something else out. Okay. We're moving on to the next category. It's called brilliance. As I said before in last week's video, these are going to be plays or topics or statements or teams or something that happened that stood out and it was just like absolutely brilliant to me. And I know some people might be mad about it, but other people are not. So Blitz Brilliance is here. And the first one on the list, as y'all should have known, would have been Colorado standing on Biz Naive in my little scrappy voice. So Colorado versus Colorado State. Now, we all know that this is not one of the big games, but it's turning into one of those big games. Why? Because Deion Sanders is there. Shiloh is still out. So, he's not included into the Sanders gang right now. But Deion Sanders has went there, and no matter what people want to say, no matter what people feel as though, he has made an impact on college football in various ways. Every time, you should know that every time he has a game and it's on the TV, everybody is going to watch it. And everybody likes to talk about, all of his opponents want to talk about it. And they said that they're not clout chasing, but really they are clout chasing because they know as soon as they say something about them, Mr. Quarterback talking about the IG followers, you get the clout that you're looking for. You go viral, you get spread all around. People talk about you as if it's good or bad or the ugly. So this game has become one of the most talked about games. And for real, it would behoove me that the players would not even be from Colorado State, would not even be talking this crazy because they lost the last game. It's not even like last year they played them and they beat them. You lost last year too, bro. Like what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You talking for clout. You talking for clout the same way that everybody else does around it. Got something negative to say. So you came out saying, "Oh, we're gonna see how far Instagram followers get them a win." How did your Instagram followers get you? A loss. So you should have kept your mouth shut. What did Travis Kelce say? Know your role and shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. You should have shut your mouth because they stood on business. And I know a lot of people like, oh, that first quarter they played real bad, and then they came and they showed y'all the type of football that they can play. They made the adjustments. They made some minor improvements, and then they showed y'all that they can shut y'all up and won the game. Y'all scored 9 points, bro. So hopefully next year you don't get on the cameras and be boisterous about things that just are irrelevant. Okay. And I know people were mad. They were like, oh, Shador didn't want to shake his hand at the end because why would you? Why y'all mad because they standing on business? Y'all mad because they didn't say nothing the entire time. They let them talk about them the entire time. And y'all mad always unsportsmanlike. Well, him getting on there and talking was unsportsmanlike too. All of them that made the little video. It wasn't just a quarterback, it was a quarterback, wide receiver. Like everybody had something to say. And it was like it's irrelevant. It was irrelevant at the end of the day. It was unnecessary. Y'all didn't need to say nothing. Just show up and play the game. It's a rivalry Colorado game. For the state of Colorado, it's probably the biggest time of the year. So just shut up and play the game. It was unnecessary. And I know people gonna be mad about that. I mean, just saying that. But it was just, like I said, it was unnecessary. And y'all was mad they stood on business. But I think it was absolutely brilliant. Because when somebody, it was like he said, we not doing the Michelle thing when somebody go low, we go high. He said, no, when you go low, I'm going lower. I was going to say the other word, but I can't say that right here. But we're not trying to get demonetized. So I'm going to move on, though. Malik Willis. Did y'all know? First of all, I almost panicked, y'all, because when did he get to the Packers? When did this happen? Did y'all know he was a Packer? I didn't know he was a Packer until I was watching the recaps and the stats of the game, and I was like, Malik Willis. The Packer? Get into it, okay? Malik Willis gets my brilliancy award for this week, not only because he came out through his first touchdown pass, and then he helped them win the game for the Packers. He's stepping in to Jordan Love's position as Jordan Love is out, as you know, as I reported last show, that Jordan is injured. What I also love to see from the Packers is that they have 2 black quarterbacks. Number one and number two. I love to see it. I love to see it. I love to see it. It's absolutely brilliant. And another thing that he gets this Brilliance Award for is because during, and you probably ever see it all over the internet, during one of the plays, it was a third down play. He got the ball, and at the end of it, he was supposed to throw the ball. But he did not. He took one for the team. He did not throw the ball because his center had threw up on the ball. So he held the ball and ran it. And then when his coach asked him why he did it, he said, well, the ball had throw up on it, and I just wasn't going to throw it like that. So not only is not only is he a great player, he's just a great person. He's a great person. How do you not like him? Like, how do you not like him? Oh my gosh. He's so brilliant. He's just brilliant. Okay, moving on. Another one. Toe, tap, catch. Nobody else can do it better than Davante Adams. Do you see the way? Do you see that incline? Do you see that incline? This is one of them smooth criminal Michael Jackson moves. And at the end of the day, you do not have to explain what is already understood. Davante Adams understood the assignment. He understood what needed to be done. He understood that he needed to catch and keep it inside. And I know some people are like, oh, it was a little, it wasn't as accurate as a throw. It was a little overthrown. But when you know that you are a great player and you have great athleticism and you know what you have to do because you are really gunning for that win or gunning to get that play accomplished, you know what you have to do. So Davante Adams said, I'm number one and not number two, and I got this. Period. Brilliant. Another one that's brilliant to me, as y'all know, I love me some Baby Yoda. Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is playing like brilliance. Brilliance. You can say what you want. You can say what you want, but I brought it up last show as well. Kyler Murray is definitely playing like the Kyler we first saw when he first got into the league, when we've seen him in college. He is playing like the player that we have always known him to be. He's playing like the player that the Cardinals want him to be and need him to be. I do understand that there was some backlash when he was like, oh, it's not my job to see, Marvin Harrison Jr. And then the game after that, things change. So I get it, but sometimes you say things that you just say it. You're not thinking, you just say it. And I think that was one of those moments. But either way, he's been showing up and showing out and doing what he needs to do as the quarterback. And I love it. I love to see him doing really well. I love it. I'm going to keep saying I love it. So I'm going to go ahead and move on. Because I do love it. Another one, which would be the last one for this category. Cam Taylor, Sons Mahomes. And I said what I said. When he got the interception, and he plays for the Bengals, obviously you can see via the picture. When he got the interception on Patrick Mahomes, it was like to me, it was an energy changer. To me, it could have been a game changer. It kind of was, but obviously I'm going to talk about it a little bit later in the show. What was the real game changer? But I feel as though this interception really just kind of like kicked the Bengals into like a high gear. Like I feel as though this rivalry has been one. It's been a strong one for a few seasons, obviously now. And it's obviously always renewed every time they play. But it was absolutely just hard hitting. The game was back and forth, and it was just so much going on in this game. Like the Bengals really were leading. They were leading nearly the entire game, if not the entire game. So the Bengals that we had seen previously in that week one was not the Bengals who showed up. So, but they still lost. But but overall, they played 20 times better. I'm not even going to say 10. 20 times better. Okay? If you see a little jump or glitch in the screen, it's something going on with my camera or something. I don't really know, but I'm going to keep the show going because, as that song say, one monkey don't stop, no show. Okay? Not stopping the show. So bear with me. Okay? This next category is flag on the play. Now, I'm only going to do 2 in this little section because there's only 2 flags on the play. So basically, this category will talk about either calls that we thought that were like, those are questionable, or calls that were like, this is, we got to get some question and answer. We got to get some Q&A on this one. And or a topic that I was like, oh, hold on, that's a foul. Just a foul play. Okay, so that's what this category is all about. And if you like this category, if you like any of my categories, please be sure to comment below which categories that you really like, which categories you want to see more often. And if you have any ideas, I probably won't take them, but I love getting ideas. I love getting feedback and things from you guys. So just go ahead and comment them below. I really want to know what categories you actually like so far with between this show and last show. So let me know. Okay. But the first flag on the play is Hassan Reddick being down bad, child. He down about 8 mil. I had to take a moment of silence on that one. So the Jets traded for Reddick to come over to play, obviously, from the Eagles. That, they already had trade terms already in agreement and everything. So everything was supposed to be cool. He was supposed to show up, come be the player that you say that you are and you want to show to the world. The Jets are waiting for you. And the man in this picture with him is the Jets GM, Joe. We did it, Joe. But obviously they wanted him for a reason. So it came out to he didn't come to camp, he didn't come to OTAs, he didn't come to anything. And he's already missed the entire preseason, and now he's missed 2 of the games, obviously coming into week 1 and 2. And they're still waiting for him to show up. The Jets are like, we don't regret our decision to trade for him. We wanted him for a reason. We're just waiting for him to show up. And if you don't want to show up, then we'll keep docking the fines. I know some people are like, well, it's up to the Jets. Just go ahead and release them or do something about it. But the Jets are like, no, we want him. So he need to come play. And I made a post about this too. And I had people arguing with me in my DMs about what I said. I said that this was a loser tactic on his part. And I said that because I understand wanting your way. I understand feeling like you deserve more. I understand, wanting to be the guy, who makes the decisions for himself. I get all of that. But at the end of the day, you're now down about $8 million. So you are losing money, and he doesn't seem to care, obviously, because he's out there living his life and living his big one. But the one thing NFL was always going to do is get their money. So you're out living your best life, not showing up, and you think that they're going to talk to you, or you think that you're going to win this battle by sitting out and holding out. And in the end, they may be like, at some point, okay, cool, forget it, bye. But then you're going to be what, 20 mil in the hole? Because every time you miss, you keep owing them money. I understand if you want to hold on, you want to get your way, but you should be playing while still in talks and having conversations. You should be out there showing them why you deserve to get the money that you're asking for. You should be playing, because at the end of the day, holding out is really only hurting you. It's only hurting you in the end. Him, not you, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's only hurting him, because what are you doing? What are you doing, bro? This whole situation has gone too far. It's gone too far. On both sides, it's gone too far. But at the end of the day, the trade was made. Terms were agreed to. You should have at least showed up. Figure something out. But you gotta, if you want them to talk to you, you gotta show up. So that's my flag on the play there. Okay. The next one, and I gotta adjust the screen a little bit more. So the next one is going to be, let's say it's supposed to be I didn't skip to end zone eats, but let's go back here, because my next flag on the play I had was the call with the Chiefs game, because that is important. So I don't have, I don't know. We're gonna show the video. So let's show the video, y'all. Okay, so we're gonna show the video here, and this is a flag on the play, right? This was a literally flag on the play. So I'm gonna add it, and I want y'all to show, or I want y'all to tell.
Defense number 33. Ball's placing his final foul. First down.
It was
just early contact.
Now, some of y'all are saying that it was, it wasn't.
Early contact, and he doesn't get his feet set enough.
Okay, so I just want to know. Just give me a second here. Let me roll this out. It was supposed to be on my thing, but it ain't up there, y'all. We was doing good. We was doing good. Okay. So what I'm going to do, all right. I want y'all to show me. Remember, we're going to show. Okay. You know, sometimes technology does great and sometimes it does not. So let me see. It's not trying to play for me, y'all. I'm gonna go here back to my home screen here. And then we're gonna add this to the stage to see if it'll work this way. It was working earlier, y'all. But you know, that's how
get his feet set enough.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is like this. Boom.
Just
yeah,
early contact.
Okay, so
playing through the back early
from here, as you see
Joe
Joe Burrow makes a reaction. So it comes out. We're gonna replay it. I had the screen recorded for my phone. So look, watch the play. So it was pass interference. You see the play at the top. Boom! Boom! Big play.
Just early contact, guys. Just playing through the back early contact, and he doesn't get his feet set enough.
Knock some clean out, right? And understandably, right? So this was, you know, trying to figure out, was it flag on a play, right? So was it a flag on a play? Was it a flag on a play? Some people are like, that was not PI. That was not PI. Other people are like, are you blind? It was definitely PI. He got there too early. And then he hit him. You made contact with him too early. Yes, you're allowed to play the ball, but you played the ball too early. So it's PI. Flag on the play for PI. I think it was the right call. I know that call set up the Chiefs. As you see, the score was 25-23. They were going to lose that game, okay? They were going to lose that game. And I understand why people are like, nah, that PI call was just perfect. It was just in time, but the player just made a bad mistake. And he got there too early. And he played the ball too early. And then he hit him, which made him unlikely to catch the ball. And the ball was not overthrown. The ball was perfect the way that it was. So I think that was a good call. I think it was a good call. Yeah, don't eat me up in the comments. Y'all. Don't eat me up in the comments. Okay. So yeah, so that is my flag on the play category. And now we're going to end zone ETH. Okay. These are my favorite end zone receptions coming in from week 2. So I figured why not have them in here, because some of these, they're really, really good plays. You know, I'm going to hope that, you know, like the NFL don't strike me or nothing or whatever. But they have some really good plays. And I love, you know, I'm a defensive girly. But I also love a good touchdown pass. I just do. So we're going to get into my favorites here. So the first one, this lead is Justin Jefferson's 97-yard touchdown. I don't know why it took me so long to say that. So I'm going to show y'all here. I'm going to show y'all the pass. Yeah. Watch it. It is a little small. I don't like that, but y'all be all right. Okay. So as you can see, I got the different angles for y'all. Why is this up here like this? Well, we don't want to remove it. So anywho, what if I hover over it? Hover behind it. There we go. Now y'all can fully see it. Like I said, y'all bear with me. Okay. Y'all know I ain't never add no video clips into my stuff, but I'm adding this time. I'm about to be eating with y'all all season. So as y'all see the play, I'm gonna play it for y'all one more time because the thing wasn't away. It was a little disturbing. As you see, 97 yards. Boom. Boom. Justin's out. He's out. Should have just made the tackle. Okay? Because the ref did what he needed to do. He said, "You're not about to say I'm slow. Y'all got me bent. You're not about to say I'm slow. I'm not slow." I mean, I think that was he ate that. My next one is Shaheed. First of all, I don't. You know what? I'm gonna show y'all to play. I'm gonna show y'all to play. I'm gonna show y'all to play. I'm gonna show y'all to play because Shaheed definitely did that thing. Okay.
Going deep, Shaheed. He's got it. Touchdown, New
Boom.
Orleans.
What
Ball to Shaheed.
Look at that, Derek Carr. Give me that. Give me that. Hey. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. So that was probably one of my favorites of the entire day. I think that Justin Jefferson. Oh, going back to Justin Jefferson. Justin, that was his longest play of his career, and now he's injured. So there's that. The next one, Marvin Harrison Jr. with his 60-yard touchdown reception. So listen, Kyler said, "I heard what y'all said." Okay, I heard what y'all said. And I'm going to make it right. I'm going to fix it. And they fixed it. See? Bang! Perfect throw. Perfect reception. Stretch and reach for the touchdown. Woo, woo. So, yeah. That was like that. I liked that. I love the fact that I got to see Marvin Harrison now being more open, getting those receptions, getting those passes. That was lit to me. And it shows you the route that he ran. Perfect route. He just really burnt whoever that is. Number 3. I don't know who that is. Number 3, burnt them. That's what he did. Okay. He said, "Don't believe me, just watch." Yeah. So, okay. Now, what is an end zone eats without DK Metcalf? What really? What is it? You cannot have it. You cannot have one without having DK Metcalf up here. So obviously, let me show y'all his reception. 57. Yeah, y'all deserve that one. Yeah, y'all deserve that one. Y'all definitely deserve that one. And he showed y'all. He said, "Don't believe me, just watch. I can show you better than I can tell you." Okay. So that was it for my end zone eats. Next, moving on, we're going to be talking about the fourth quarter fumbles. Now, I'm going to show you this clip, and I'm going to leave it at that. I think that the Ravens and the Raiders really surprised me. I was not expecting to see how this went. I was not expecting this game to be as chaotic as it was, especially toward the ending. The Ravens were supposed to win this game. And I know as a Steelers fan, I hate that I even have to say that out of my mouth. Lamar's 0-2. That makes me so happy. But they should have won that game. So I'm going to show y'all how it was very chaotic. And y'all let me know what y'all think about it.
Gonna run. Lamar with blockers.
Very chaotic. What's going on?
Jackson throws it back.
Okay,
That's
Dak was passed.
Hill.
Okay, we're going to run and we're going to try to do it side.
There's the flag.
Okay, you messed up when you threw it back forward. Okay,
Raiders don't have it yet. Now they do. And that should do it.
It was a mess. A big old mess. Just a mess. Me saying that, they deserve to lose. Okay? They deserved it. The next fourth quarter fumble was definitely the Cowboys versus the Saints. The Saints are coming out. They're putting belt to butt. Belt to butt. Y'all know the real word that go there, but I'm not going to say it right here. Like I said, I'm not trying to get demonetized. They are definitely coming out. They're showing us exactly. They're showing us what they're made of. And y'all know I love me some Derek Carr. So how about them Cowboys? Moving on. So, Gridiron Glam is probably my favorite. And just how you know we get toward the end of the show. But this is my favorite. I had to add it in, y'all. I know you're probably like, do we want just strictly football? But okay, but not all my audience just want strictly football. So I had added the Gridiron Glam. These are my top 5 arrival looks from week 2. So I'm going to hop into my very, very first one that I thought was amazing. Number 5 coming in, Jeremiah. I do not know how to say that entire name, but he plays for the Browns. When I say he comes in with ethnic looks every single time, every arrival. So if you see him up here every week, it's because he puts it on every week, and it's so effortlessly, and it's so beautiful, and it's just so like, it's so cultured. And I love that he's true to himself. You can't tell me this don't eat. You cannot tell me it don't eat. Okay. And then I got Marvin Harrison Jr. This boy looks like he is a Louis Vuitton model. Like he is on the runway. That silk satin 2-piece. It was simple, but it was fresh. But it was a great color on his skin tone. It just looked like milk. Like you know what it is? It looked like a silk satin pillowcase that's just like soft. Yeah, he killed it. He did what he did it. He did that one. Coming in at number 3, I have Geno Smith. Y'all know I love me a good suit. I talk about it all the time. How I love me a good tailored suit. And Geno had the haircut with the slit in the side. Like Geno looks ready. He looks ready. The suit fit very well, all the way down to the ankles. He had on the appropriate shoes. Y'all know how I feel about appropriate shoes with suits. And he looked great to me. He looked great. Like he was on a business trip. He's out there handling business. So I had to commend him with that. Number 2, I have Kamari Lassiter with the Texans. I just love the whole, like, I love a good 2-piece printed suit. I love a good 2-piece in general. But the fact that it was like he didn't do too much outside of already having a super heavy printed jacket and pants. Nice compliment with the sneakers and the jacket underneath. He just looked absolutely amazing. Flawless, fantastic. I loved all of it. I just loved all of it. Okay. I see one that is not up here. My number 1 is not up here. How about that? How about that? My number 1 is not up here, y'all. Y'all see how y'all trying to hate on me? Y'all trying to hate on me so bad, so bad. Now I'm gonna get my number 1 up here because he deserved this one. He deserved that one. He deserved that number 1, and he gonna get it. He gonna get it. We're gonna talk about it. We're about to talk about it. Yeah. Look at Kamara a little bit. Yeah. Number 1. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And that's literally just what Justin does. That's literally what I just had to do. That's what Justin's been doing. Coming and looking like QB1. I love this brown outfit. Somebody tell me where I can find it, where I can get it, because I need to wear it for a game day. Like, I just loved it. I loved that it was, whole thing, the velvet, the brown. It reminded me of like an actual football. I called it the football outfit when I put it in my notes. I just loved everything about it. So, yeah, he did that one. He did that one. Number 1 for me. Done. There was no question to ask about that one. Number 1. If you agree with this, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you agree with my top 5. I did have an honorable mention in there, but then I decided to do away with it because the show's already long enough, and I don't really want to talk about it. But let me know if you agree with my top 5. Let me know if you've seen somebody else that you really liked. Going through the arrival photos from all 30. Ooh, Jesus, all 30 students was a mess. Okay, so yeah. And now we're going to wrap it up. This is our last segment, our last category of the show. It's a new element. It is going to be called the Pretty Spectacular Game of the Week. I have one for college, and then I have one for NFL. So for my college game, my game of the week is the HBCU Boombox Classic. And this is against Jackson State and Southern. Jackson State did win this game by a landslide. But to me, it's just, this game is like one of the most talked about games, especially in HBCU. It's one of the most talked about, waited for classics ever. And I just thought that they definitely needed their highlight, and they sparkle and they shine because they literally put on a good game. And a lot of people go for the bands, excuse me. So it's just this game is just one of one, cannot be outdone. And that's just my opinion. I stand 10 on that. And then my NFL game of the week obviously was the Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. I did have another one. It was actually going to be the Ravens and the Raiders, but then when I saw how chaotic it was, I said that is not my game of the week. This game to me was highly, highly competitive, back and forth, a rivalry that we still know is very much still going on. So this was a game that I personally enjoyed. I actually got to sit and watch it as I was at the airport. And I was like, ooh, I was clutching my pearls because it was just great plays going back and forth. And again, Patrick Mahomes, he knows how to lead the pack. How about that? Okay. So here are my final thoughts for the show. I am looking forward to see what is the resolution that comes with Tua. I really hope that this concussion thing really just doesn't have a negative impact even more than it already has had on him in his career. I'm looking forward to see what more Kyler Murray can do and how he really continues to shine. And if the Cardinals are going to be a little bit more competitive, we don't really know. I can't wait to see Justin Jefferson get back out there. I know he has an injury, but that 97-yard reception is just a highlight to show you guys of just how he continues to get better each and every season. In terms of college football, y'all know anytime Uncle Deion's on TV, I'm going to be watching. So there's that. I will be covering Clemson University this weekend. We're excited about that. So yeah, we got a lot of football. We're not even in the thick of football season, to be honest with you. Like, we're only in the first beginning few weeks of football. So we have a lot more football to go. Make sure you are tuning in Tuesdays, 8:30 on MTMV Sports, as well as Pretty Girls Love Sports, and that's at PG Love Sports on all social media platforms. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for spending this hour where letting me talk, chit chat, and get to it. Thank you for spending those things I had to do to get my show up and running. But guarantee you, like I said, when we get on Stop No Show, we're gonna always get it done over here, because when life gives you lemons, you make what? Lemonade. And again, thank you to our sponsor, the MTMV sponsor, the Ozell brand. Remember, it's not just a brand, it's a lifestyle. And football is the lifestyle too. So make sure you are here locking in every Tuesday with me, your girl, Pretty Girl Des. Thanks for watching.